Viewer discretion advised. The following content may contain material that is not suitable for some audiences.
Hey guys, same shit, different day, right?
Well, I guess you could say that.
Why don't you give us the rundown, Grant?
Well, a robbery was reported by a few neighbors. A guy in a hoodie was seen fleeing the scene. I was the first to respond and found this poor guy dead.
Who is he?
That is Paul Zalos, 29 years old, recently immigrated from Moscow. He lives here with his 16-year-old brother and wife. The brother actually showed up not too long before you.
I'll go question the brother.
The weapon is most likely a knife. I agree. Do you see this? Something just isn't right with this blood. It could possibly be blood from the suspect. Sometimes when the person is stabbing, the knife handle slips and they end up cutting themselves. I'll be sure to get some samples to see if it's different from the victim's blood. Thank you, Penny. Document everything.
I'm Detective Reed Calloway. I understand that you just lost your older brother.
I was gone for only an hour to go to the store. I shouldn't have left.
Was your brother planning on having company while you were gone?
No, he was going to head to work when I got back.
What's going on here? Oh my... Paul!
Hey guys, so what happened here?
Now this is our case, Deca. What are you doing here?
Well, a robbery happened, did it not? That means it's Connor and I's case.
Not on my watch, asshole. You're on robbery division. We're homicide. There's a homicide here.
Come on now, Peterson! Why is everything a hassle with you?
Oh, fuck off, Connor.
Visions of heaven crash on the floor of anarchy. Loud voices calling for revenge. Cold metal triggers on their fingertips. The midnight streets are running red. Bloody city, bloody city, bloody city.
Scott's right. The case is his, Decker.
Lieutenant, this case involves a robbery. I think we have a say.
Homicide. That's what this is. I'm on homicide, not you.
Scott's right. The case is his, Decker.
But sir...
No buts. I have a fraud case for you to work on instead. Go on now.
Thank you, sir.
Quiet! Don't let this make you think that we are back on good terms. After the stunt you pulled, you're still on my shit list, Peterson.
Sir, I know that I handled it poorly, but...
Poorly? You almost jeopardized the entire Glasgow case. That case was highly publicized, and you botched it. Now leave my office. I have other matters to attend to.
Hey, what'd the boss say?
We're off it. Come on, Connor. Off to another boring fraud case.
Shit. Not again.
So, what did we find, Penny?
Well, I took DNA blood samples from Sharon and Victor. Both came back negative. We have 2 blood samples from the crime scene. One from the victim and another from a possible suspect.
Alright, thanks, Penny.
Is there anyone who isn't too keen about Paul? No! Paul is a sweet man. Besides, he didn't know that many people here. What do you mean by that, miss? Paul and his brother moved to the US from Russia about a month and a half ago. Paul came here for work. He's a hard-working man. A very hard-working man. And where did he work? A construction site, not far from home.
Poor bastard. This guy was stabbed 19 times.
Jesus. That doesn't sound like a normal robbery to me.
It could be a crime of passion. Maybe a loved one?
Scott already talked to the wife. Her alibi holds up. Did you find anything else?
Honestly, there's not much to go on. He did have some blood under his nails. The blood matched the blood droplets found at the crime scene.
Probably from self-defense. Alright, thank you, Frank. If you need anything else, just let us know.
How's it going so far, kid?
Something just doesn't add up about this, Scott. The guy was stabbed 19 times.
I know. My money's on the wife. I do have a lead, though.
Yeah, what's that?
Sharon told me that Paul worked at a construction site. I say we head over there right now.
It's a terrible thing what happened to Paul. He was a hard-working man.
Did Paul have any friends or people he didn't like here?
Paul got along with everyone. He was a great guy, not a mean bone in his body. I'll tell you, he was one of the best workers here. Always showed up on time, except for the day he, passed away.
How about friends? We don't have all day.
Right, Steve and Perry was pretty close to him. They would carpool together every Wednesday. He's right over there.
Steven? I'm Detective Reed Calloway, and this is Scott Peterson. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
About Paul, huh? I can't believe he's dead.
We heard you guys were close.
Close? Not really. I met him through his wife, Sharon. How was she taking all of this?
About as good as any widow would be.
I take it that you've only known Paul for a month or so, then?
Yeah, I've known Sharon for a few years. When Paul and her got married, she recommended this place for him. He's a hard worker and an immigrant. I vouched for Paul on Sharon's behalf, and he got the job.
That's awful kind of you. Sounds like you guys got along well here. Was there anyone that didn't like Paul?
God, no. Paul was great. Everyone liked him.
Someone killed him. So not everyone did, pal.
Well, they did live in a rough neighborhood. I've been telling Sharon they need to relocate and find something better. Robberies are pretty common there. Now look, Paul's dead because of it.
One sec. Hello, this is Calloway.
Hey, we have some information for you on that case you're working.
I thought Fields took you off the case.
Yeah, well, one of my informants found a piece of stolen property with blood on it, along with a knife. It's 2 blocks away from your crime scene.
Decker, how many times do we have to tell you? This is our case.
Shut up, man. This homeless guy called me about a bloody laptop and a knife he found in a dumpster.
Well, what a coincidence.
Man, screw off. Ben is in the interrogation room.
So, Mr. Rivers, or should I call you Ben?
Ben is fine.
Detective Decker told me that you found a laptop and a knife while you were dumpster diving.
Right. I, noticed blood on the laptop and decided to call Decker.
Why not keep the laptop? That could go for a couple hundred, you know.
Yeah, but it had blood on it. I know better than to pawn that off.
Where were you this morning around 8:20 a.m.? Anywhere near Calloway Avenue?
I was with a few friends down on 6th Street. Wait, you don't think I had something to do with anything, right?
We're just trying to connect the dots, Ben. Have you been near Calloway lately?
I mow lawns in that area, usually once a week. It pays decent money.
Were you mowing lawns this morning?
I told you already, I was with friends. They can prove it.
Did you ever mow lawns for Paul Zalos?
Who?
He's a man who was murdered today. That laptop you found is his. Are you sure you found this in a dumpster?
Yes, I swear. I did nothing wrong, man. Why would I call you guys if I killed someone? Please, you gotta believe me.
Hey, go easy on the guy.
He's familiar with the area. We can't cross him out, kid. Ben, we're gonna keep you here a little longer in case we have any further questions.
His alibi checks out.
Jesus Christ.
This was taken near the homeless shelter by 6th Street, 5 minutes before Paul's estimate time of death.
We couldn't have killed him then. We need to let him go.
Back to square fucking one.
Would you like some more, sir?
I'm fine, darling.
We're missing something with this case, Scott.
I know. This case is very cut and dry.
It had to be someone close to Zalos. The amount of stabs he had doesn't point toward a regular robbery. Besides, if you were to rob a place, wouldn't you bring a gun in case someone's there?
Well, like you said, kid, this isn't a normal robbery. The knife was from the kitchen. It wasn't planned.
Right. All of this is pointing toward a crime of passion, but Sharon had no cuts on her hands and the blood came back negative.
I'll tell you this much, kid. That lady is connected to it somehow. She isn't providing the whole truth. Anyways, I had a question. It really doesn't pertain to the case, but you're my partner.
Go on.
What I did with the Glasgow case. Do you think I jeopardized that?
Scott, what you did was, to say the least, it was reckless and stupid, but it's the kind of stuff I expect from you. I know we got off on the wrong foot when we first became partners. I'm very by the book, and you're unconventional, but I know this about you. You do what you have to do in order to put the bad guys in prison.
Thanks, kid. I just knew that case wasn't gonna hold up unless we got better proof. This city is not like the others. We have one of the highest crime rates in the States. Cruento City. You know what that means in Latin, right?
I'm not too versed in Latin, Scott. Throw me a bone here?
Cruento is Latin for bloody or cruel. Bloody City. This city got its name from a massacre back in 1856, the same year the city was founded. They penned it in the papers as Bloody City.
Jesus, I didn't know that. Hell, I'm surprised you knew. You don't come off as a historian to me, Scott.
I know my history, kid. You should too.
So where exactly were you the night prior, Sharon? Paul's brother claims that you were out late, which of course worried Paul.
I was working.
All night? Until 3 a.m.? We know that your work isn't open that late.
Look, I didn't kill my husband. I can't explain. What are you hiding, lady? Because this isn't looking good for you. I didn't want to hurt Paul. It just happened.
So you did do it?
Murder him? No, of course not. I'm having an affair. It just happened, but I still love Paul. I didn't want to hurt him. Who are you having an affair with? That doesn't matter. You need to find who did this to Paul. Hey kid, come here. I think I know who did it.
Are you sure? Who?
That other worker at the construction site.
Steven.
Yeah, that's the one. His hand was wrapped. I just thought it was a tethered up glove, but it was wrapped. He also was more interested in how Sharon was doing than the murder.
Holy shit. I can't believe we didn't see it sooner. I think you're onto something.
Mr. Perry, thank you for coming in such short notice. We just had a couple follow-up questions before we close this case.
Wait, you found out who did it?
Yep. But we just need to cross our T's and dot our I's if you get what I'm saying.
Alright, what can I help you with?
Where exactly were you the night before the murder?
I don't see what the importance of that is to this murder.
Steve. Can I call you that? Well, anyways. You see, it is actually quite important because we know you were having an affair with Sharon.
Wait, what? No, we're just friends.
How about the hand? Seems like you cut it pretty good.
It's from the construction site. I don't understand. Why are you guys attacking me?
Fair enough. What time did you arrive at work on the day of the murder?
8 a.m.! Look, I won my lawyer!
Steve, you are in some deep shit. We know you are lying to us. You see, I got a hold of your boss. He gave us your timestamp and it says you arrived at 8:45, 20 whole minutes after the murder. Just enough time to ditch the knife and laptop in a dumpster nearby. I assume you took the laptop to make it seem like a robbery.
You're more than welcome to wait for your lawyer, but we know that you did it, Steven. We just want to figure out why.
Did it have to do with the affair?
Yes. He found out. He called me about it and wanted to meet in person. I did, and it just got out of hand. He threatened to expose us. I got so mad. So mad! He should have treated Sharon better. She deserves the world. He barely knew Sharon anyways. I knew her for years. And this guy just shows up and marries her?
And how would you feel if you found out your spouse was having an affair?
It doesn't matter. I just want my lawyer. My life's over anyways.
Hey, Scott.
What is it, kid?
Good work in there.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. Nothing like the Glasgow Murders.
I'm glad that it was simple. It's one less murderer on the streets then. Do you want to go grab some food at the diner?
Sure, why not?
Please, I beg, just let me go, please.
It's okay. All you have to do now is let's go.